This is the Xiaomi 17 Ultra, and this has been the worst kept secret in Mobile World Congress. This phone is finally going global, and yes, it is coming to the Philippines. This means you'll finally be able to buy Xiaomi's latest and greatest without having to go through parallel imports or gray market sellers, or just figuring out how to install a global ROM on a Chinese unit. You'll be able to buy it in a Philippine store soon. One thing that you immediately notice with this phone is just how huge this camera module is at the back, and that is not by accident. The Xiaomi 17 Ultra is all about the cameras, which are housed in an absolutely gigantic camera module on the rear. This is possibly the largest module we've seen on a modern smartphone, rivaling the size of an already unwieldy Huawei Pura 80 Ultra. Xiaomi Philippines included a camera kit with our review unit, which provides a detachable grip and a dedicated case to use it with. This kit transforms your device into a more traditional point and shoot, giving you a physical shutter button with half-press focusing, EV control, and a zoom toggle. Now, we're assuming that this will also be sold in the Philippines. If not, that is certainly a missed opportunity, Xiaomi. Now, the regular Xiaomi 17 Ultra doesn't get the mechanical focus ring that is on the Leica edition, but as far as hardware goes, they are basically identical. You get a ridiculously massive 1-inch Light Fusion 1050L sensor with an f1.6 aperture, OIS, and multi-direction PDAF with support for 8K video. There's also a 200 megapixel Samsung ISOCELL HPE telephoto lens with OIS that handles 3.2x to 4.3x continuous optical zoom, plus a 50 megapixel f2.2 ultra-wide sensor. Now, before we dive into the specifics of the main camera, let's talk about that optical zoom first. Now, Xiaomi has managed to stuff in a real variable focal length zoom, and you can actually see the lens moving inside the module. This allows for incredibly smooth zooming from 3.2x to 4.3x, which is useful for video. Now, to talk about the photos, as expected, the photos from the main camera look amazing, right up there with the best in the business. The phone captures natural looking images that are incredibly crisp with plenty of detail that never feels overtly artificial. White balance is spot on, and the dynamic range is excellent, coping well with a variety of lighting situations. Now, the phone defaults to binning 12 megapixel images, though you can shoot in full 50 megapixel if you want more detail for cropping. You can do the same for the 200 megapixel telephoto camera. While the file sizes are insane, the sheer amount of detail is incredibly handy for reframing portrait shots or with cropping without losing detail. Now, speaking of the telephoto lens, it shares the same excellent characteristics as the main shooter. Plenty of detail, great dynamic range, and accurate colors. Shooting portraits at 75mm provides a natural optical background blur that simply can't be matched by artificial bokeh of other cameras. You also get two signature color profiles present on all Leica branded Xiaomi flagships, Leica Vibrant and Leica Authentic. We know that this thing shoots well, but how does it actually perform as a phone? Turns out, pretty good actually. Now, the back has a smooth, silky texture that feels distinct from other devices. The volume rockers are separate buttons and feel quite tactile. Despite the large overhang of the camera module, the 17 Ultra is still a pocketable phone, all things considered. And since this is a flagship phone, you really are not lacking in power. The phone comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 processor, 16GB of RAM, and 512GB of storage. It's incredibly snappy and delivers excellent performance no matter the task. Aside from being the most powerful mobile processor around, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is also the most efficient. Now, the phone only has 6,800 mAh of battery, yet it recorded the best benchmark score in our PC Mark battery benchmark that we've ever seen so far. It lasted a staggering 27 hours and 30 minutes on a single charge. We've never seen anything quite like it. And if that wasn't enough, you get 90 watts of fast charging and 50 watts of fast wireless charging as a cherry on top. So on the software side, this phone has Android 16 with HyperOS 3.0. I've always complained about Xiaomi's bloatware, but honestly, to be fair, the Xiaomi 17 Ultra doesn't really have any. I've probably had to remove one or two, and those are just mostly system apps that I didn't want to see on my phone. All in all, very good job on that front, Xiaomi. Now, Xiaomi has brought the 17 Ultra to the Philippines, and I couldn't really be happier that this is here. This is a really great blend power of camera and of battery life, I've never seen a battery last as long as this one. It's really one of the great power phones. If you are an Android power user, you want the best of everything, the Xiaomi 17 Ultra is really the phone you need to buy. So that's pretty much it for this video. Until the next one, I'll see you.